Hello student, today I am taking lecture on plasma membrane. You know that the animal cell contain one thin and elastic covering outside the cytoplasm. This thin and elastic covering around the cytoplasm is called plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. Okay, but it presents only in animal cell. Plant cell have cell wall which is made up of cellulose. So plasma membrane is also known as plasma lemma or cell membrane, right? It is also known as plasma lemma or cell membrane. Number 2 point, it is outermost thin and elastic covering around the cytoplasm of the cell, but animal cell, right? So it is very thin and elastic. Elastic means the cell can increase and decrease their size. So when the cells absorb water, they increase their size due to the elasticity of cell membrane, right? And it is very thin. Why? Because the molecules can cross one side to another side. Okay, next point, plasma membrane is selectively permeable membrane. Plasma membrane is a selectively permeable membrane. It means the plasma membrane first select the molecules which are useful for the cell. Those molecules which are useful for the cell, which are required by the cell, can enter inside of the cells. But those molecules which are toxic for the cell and they are not useful or required by the cell, then these molecules cannot enter. So this type of property of the cell, it is called selectively permeable property. So plasma membrane first select the molecules which are useful for the cell or not, then it permits the molecule enter inside of the cell or not. So this property of the cell is called selectively permeable property of the membrane. It is semi permeable membrane. It means it also act as like a semi permeable membrane, means solvent molecules can enter directly inside of the cell, and the molecules can enter inside of the cells by the utilization of energy and by the active transport. So they allow the solvent molecules can move inside to outside, outside to inside by the passive transport, but the molecules can enter and exit by the active transport utilization of energy. It is made up of two components. First, protein and lipid. It means the cell membrane is made up of two components. The first component is called protein and second component is called lipid. It means it is formed by lipid and protein. Next point, some molecules enter inside of the cell by simple diffusion process like O2 and CO2 gases. It means like oxygen and carbon dioxide both are the gases. Oxygen moves from outside to inside the cell and carbon dioxide moves from inside to outside by the process of diffusion. So first we will understand diffusion. Diffusion is a process by which the solute molecules move from high concentration to low concentration. It means it is a process in which solute molecule move from high concentration to low concentration. This process is called diffusion. Like when you spray the perfume in one corner of the room, after some time you have watched the molecule of perfumes dispersing throughout the room. This process is called diffusion. Second, when you open the nozzle of LPG cylinder, then the gas always move from inside to outside from the cylinder. Why? Because there is high pressure, it means high concentration of gas inside of the cylinder, and outside is low concentration. Due to this reason, these solute molecules move from high to low concentration. This is also example of diffusion, right? Next, the water molecule move outside to inside to outside of selectively permeable membrane while the process is called osmosis. So the water molecules move outside to inside and inside to outside of selectively permeable membrane. Why the process is called osmosis? So osmosis is a process in which the solvent molecules move from one side to another side of a semi-permeable membrane from low concentration to high concentration. In diffusion, the solute molecule moves from high concentration to low concentration, but in case of osmosis, the solvent molecules move from low concentration to high concentration through semi-permeable membrane. Okay students, in next lecture I will give the idea of difference in between diffusion and osmosis. Thank you.